Just starters, if you can just look in the camera, so say your name,
Yep.
and then if you can just spell it.
Well, first of all, we're in the middle of a pandemic. What we're really talking about is a compromised education for all kids over the last, well, now it's 11 months. Next month will be a full year of kids having basically a disrupted education. And I can't think of, we know it impacts their academics. It also impacts their ability to socialize. You know, we're talking about social distancing, participation in organized sports, extracurricular clubs. All that stuff has been not sacrificed, but limited. We don't know how much impact the pandemic's going to have. I mean, we've done some standardized testing, but you know, it's nearly impossible to gauge what the total impact is until we have kids back in school and can do some diagnostic work and compare standardized tests over the years to see, you know, different cohorts, how they were impacted. We know it's going to be dramatic. Each school district has to have a homeless education liaison, and what that person supports children that are living in unstable housing. They're homeless in the sense that they are couch surfing. They may be in a motel or a hotel where there's no lease. You don't pay your rent for the coming week. They can change the lock on the door and put your possessions out, doubled up with family and friends. It's a national problem. I see it in New Hampshire, and I see it locally. We typically in Rochester have between 90 and 120 kids that are experiencing homelessness. Okay, and again, this is not living under a bridge or sleeping on a park bench, but it's day to day where they're going to be sleeping that night. The issues that come up for supporting these kids are just staggering. We provide an iPad or a Chromebook. We have to worry about them having access to Wi-Fi, you know? And if you're doubled up, you're a high school kid living with your best friend who has a schedule, remote schedule that they're supposed to be logging in on, and you're there with a competing schedule, how does that work? It doesn't work, you know? The number of evictions that are pending, I think March 1st is the end of the moratorium on evictions. And they're speculating like 20% of the families, if all landlords evict who they can evict, we're talking about an increase of 20% of the people that are without housing. You know, it's mind-boggling. And I'm not trashing landlords. It's just, you know, they've got mortgages to pay and everything else, but it's going to be really, really disastrous if we don't find some supports from some place, you know. You know, I worry about it. I worry about our kids that are experiencing homelessness. It's just, it's mind-boggling. That's all I'm going to say. It's just, their lives are so, their housing, their meals, it's so tenuous that, you know, it's heartbreaking.